Here is the AI-generated story, Echoes in the Terminal, a tale of hidden worlds. The fluorescent lights of O'Hare International hummed a discordant tune, mirroring the anxiety thrumming beneath Indigo Blackwood's skin. She was a ghost in the machine, a whisper in the digital wind, better known as Spectre in the shadowy corners of the internet tonight, though she was just Indigo, a woman trying to outrun a past that clung to her like a second skin. The airport throbbed with the mundane chaos of travel, hurried footsteps, echoing announcements, the clatter of luggage wheels. But Indigo was on edge. Every face seemed to watch her, every shadow seemed to lengthen with sinister intent. A bomb threat crackled over the intercom, sharpening the already tense atmosphere. Indigo's fingers twitched, itching to lose herself in the calming rhythm of code, to shut out the world and its growing sense of unease. That's when she saw them, not on the security monitors she discreetly hacked, but with her own eyes, figures shimmering at the periphery of her vision, their forms flickering like heat haze, their features inhumanly sharp. Creatures ripped straight from nightmare, yet seamlessly blending into the oblivious crowd. Indigo's secret, the one she guarded fiercely, was that she wasn't entirely human. A drop of Phi blood ran in her veins, a legacy passed down from a grandmother she never knew, granting her a limited form of the sight, a glimpse into the hidden world that coexisted alongside humanity. She'd spent years suppressing it, terrified of what it might reveal about her own fractured identity, but these creatures were impossible to ignore. Their presence screamed of a disruption, a tear in the veil. Something dangerous was brewing. Drawn by an invisible force, Indigo followed the shimmering figures into a deserted terminal. The air grew thick with an otherworldly energy, the hum of the fluorescent lights intensifying into a piercing whine. She found them huddled near a baggage carousel, their eyes, obsidian and predatory, fixed on a single suitcase, fear mixed with a strange sense of recognition, a pull towards the unknown depths of her heritage. Suddenly, one of the creatures turned, its gaze locking onto Indigo. Its eyes burned with an ancient malice, a hatred that seemed to recognize something within her, something she had tried so hard to bury. A guttural snore ripped from its throat, shattering the illusion of normalcy. The creature lunged, its clawed hand outstretched. Indigo reacted instinctively, years of street survival kicking in. She sidestepped the attack, slamming the creature against the steel carousel. The other creatures retaliated, their movements a blur of inhuman speed. Indigo was forced to fight, drawing on a strength she didn't know she possessed. Her Phi blood, long dormant, surged to the surface, sharpening her senses, amplifying her reflexes. The terminal transformed into a battlefield, the mundane replaced by the fantastical, reality distorted by magic. As she fought, Indigo realized the creatures weren't after the bomb. They were after something else, something far more precious, hidden inside that suitcase. They believed the suitcase held an object of immense power, one that could tip the balance between the human and Phi worlds, and Indigo, whether she wanted to or not, was now caught in the crossfire. With newfound determination, Indigo managed to push past the snarling creatures and grab the suitcase. As she turned to run, she noticed the markings etched into the side, strange symbols that looked familiar and distant, like a memory she'd almost forgotten. Her past was catching up to her, and it was written all over this suitcase. She barely escaped the creature's grasp before security guards swarmed the terminal, alerted by the commotion. They stared at the chaos, but saw only a lone woman fighting off what appeared to be a group of particularly aggressive thugs. Indigo used a distraction to slip away, melting back into the anonymity of the crowd, the suitcase clutched tightly in her hand. Back in her dilapidated apartment, hidden deep within the city's underbelly, Indigo examined the suitcase more closely. The symbols glowed faintly, pulsing with a hidden energy. She knew, with a chilling certainty, that opening it would change everything. It would force her to confront the darkness she'd been running from, to embrace the heritage she denied, to finally choose a side in the ancient war between worlds. Hesitantly, she opened the suitcase. Inside, nestled on a bed of faded velvet, lay a single, intricately carved wooden box. The box hummed with power, radiating an aura that both terrified and exhilarated her. This was it, she realized, the beginning of her journey. Indigo knew that the bomb threat was a coordinated distraction to get everyone out of the way. These creatures knew that there would be too many eyes on it. They did not want to get caught, nor have their true forms revealed to the naked eyes of humans. Indigo knew what she had to do. She had to confront her past and embrace her destiny. She would no longer run, and she would find them. She had the sight now. It would be easy. No one would get in her way as she sought to find the answers to these questions. Thanks for joining us for Echoes in the Terminal. Be sure to subscribe for more great stories.